Alright guys, we continue our project. In previous video we finish our single page and in this video we're gonna create login page. So here's a footer, logo, and of course the sign-in form. So we're gonna create the custom checkbox and we're gonna validate this form. I'll show you how to validate. For example, if we type not right the email and password, so here's showed up the error message. So let's type the right email, for example gmail.com. So if we click, error disappeared, but still the error of the password, so it must be not less than 4 characters. So let's type. Okay, so you see the errors disappeared and we have the clear form. Alright guys, so let's start it. So let's open code editor. So it's a complete page. So let me change the branch. Where's the previous project? So check out, and this was the footer branch. Alright, okay, let me close for now. Where we're gonna start, so let's create the login page first in the pages folder. Let's create new component login .js. It's gonna be stateful. Let's cut export default, put down here, and let's give a class name for this div. It's gonna be main login container. Alright, and let's create one more div with the header top class name, and inside we're gonna add the logo. Let's do it. First let's import logo from 2levels app and SVG, where is it? Yeah, SVG and logo.svg, and we're gonna name it logo. Okay, the path logo, can name the alternative for logo, and class name, it's gonna be logo as well. Alright, so let's save for now. Now let's go to the header and let's give it the path. Here's our sign-in button. Now let me go back to main page. This button, let's give it the path to the login. First of all, let's do here login. Let's save. Let's go to our app.js. Where's our routes? Let me close for now. And app.js right here. So let's import. It's I guess 2levels app. No, not 2 levels, 1 level app. In the pages and login page, and let's name it login. All right, and let's copy this route path. We're gonna delete the exact. We're gonna give it login path and the component login. Okay, let's save. Now let's go here. Okay, we got route to our login. So the logo doesn't show up because we give the wrong path, I guess. Yes, okay, let's of course guys, here's a mistake, not in curly braces. Let's save. Okay, we can see our logo. Now let's style the logo. We're gonna use styled components, so let's import style components, styled components, and it's gonna be as styled and in here let's comment logo. It's gonna be our logo in here, so let's create a variable. The containers are gonna be a logo equals styled dot image to backticks, and in here we're gonna give the width. It's gonna be 11 rem, and position is gonna be absolute. On the top, let's give it 25%, and the left it's gonna be 11%, and translate, we're gonna create minus 50% and minus 50%. Margin, left, let's do 0. Alright, so let's save. Let's see. Of course it doesn't work, as we need a rename img to logo. Let's save. Let's see. Alright, next, what we're gonna do next, let's open our CSS file and let's comment in here. That's gonna be our login component. So login page in here. Alright, and let's guys let me see our main login container. Let's copy the class name. Now let's go here, and we're gonna, to save our time, we're gonna copy the rules of header container, put down here. We're gonna change 100%, and in here as well they're gonna be 100%. Alright, and let's change in here 0.5. Okay, let's do the after. Let's put in here, and here is gonna be the after, and let's copy these rules, put in here, but we're gonna change the RAM to pixels. It's gonna be 70 pixels, 50 pixels, and 190 in here pixels. Let's copy, let's put down here, and it's gonna be the minus. Well, let's see. Okay, let's go back to login.js, and let's style header top. In here, header top, position, it's absolute, height gonna be 10 rem, and z index, let's do 1. Okay, let's save. Let's go back to browser. It's not absolute, but relative. Let's save. Let's go. All right, so okay, let's create the form now. Okay, let's close the main CSS for now, and in the components folder, let's create the folder. Let's name it login. Okay, and we're gonna create the form component. We're gonna name it login form RGS, and it's gonna be stateful, of course. Login form. Let's create our form, and let's inside this div create the div with the class name form container. Inside the form container, let's create the form. We're not gonna use any action, and inside the form h1, it's gonna be sign in, and below the sign in, we're gonna create one more container. It's gonna be input container, and let's create input, and type it's gonna be email, and it's gonna be require, and down here let's create a label, email, our phone number. Okay, let's copy on this input container. We put down here. So that's gonna be for the password. I type the password, and here's the password. It's gonna be uppercase, alright. Okay, let's save, let's see. We can see because we need to import. Let's do that. So we need to go to the login form, or like login component. Where is it? It's in the pages, login, and let's import login form from the components folder, and the login form. Okay, and let's add in here, so login form. Okay, so now we can see our form. Let's go back to our form, and let's copy again, and let's put our button. It's gonna be here. Let's do with the A. Okay, so the type gonna be submit, and it's gonna be sign in. Okay, let's see, here's our button. Okay, now let's guys style our form. We're gonna use styled components, of course. Style it components, and here's gonna be style it. All right, down here, let's rock. Okay, first let's create the form container for our main div, for our main container is gonna be here. Okay, let's name it form container. Let's copy, put down here form container, and let's create variable. Put in here, it's equals style it. It's gonna be div to backticks. And let's use the grid. We're gonna display grid and justify content is gonna be center and position is gonna be a relative and let's save. And as you see, guys, it's behind our main login container. Okay, let's do the z index. Let's make it 5. Okay. What we're gonna do next, and we're gonna style our form container, so it's inside the main. Okay, the class form container. Let's give it the background. I'm gonna use RGBA. Gonna be 0.8 and position gonna be relative, and width I'm gonna use 28.125 rem, and height gonna be 41.25 rem. Let's do padding 4 rem. Let's save. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let's continue. And guys, let's. Here's a messed up. Let's instead label. Need to add the label. All right. Just guys spell it right. Let's see. Okay, so let's continue styling. Now let's style our input container. So input container. So display, I'm gonna use the grid and grid plate columns. It's gonna be 1 fragment and margin top 1.2 rem. Let's save. Let's check. Okay, let's continue. Let's work with our inputs. Okay, so like in a original, so it's Netflix, flix.com login, or how it's called. I remember. Let's see. Okay, sign in. Let's go to sign in. Okay, so we see here's an animation. Okay, and of course we're gonna do the validation. All right, so let's continue with the input. First, let's create the class. Let's create in here for the input class name. So we're gonna name it input empty. Okay, and let's style the input empty. Input empty. We're gonna do the color. Gonna be white. Background. Let's do 333. border gonna be 0, border radius 0.25 rem, and height, let's give it the 3 rem. And last one, padding, let's do 0.9 rem. On the top, 125 rem, 125 rem, left and right, and 0 on the bottom. Let's save, let's see. Okay, let's add the same class for the password. So let's go here, let's just copy this class name and add an input in here for the password. Okay, let's check. Yeah, now let's work on our label. All right, so down here, let's say form div label position on absolute. On the top, let's do 0.625 rem. On the left, 1.25 rem. Pointer events, we're gonna say none. Next, the color 8A, 8A, 8A. Font size, let's say 1 rem. Transition, I'm gonna say transform 150 milliseconds is out. Font size 150 milliseconds and is out. Alright, let's see. We're gonna fix this guy right now. Let's continue. To do that, form div, I'm gonna say position relative. Okay, and let's continue. Input on a focus till the label. Top gonna be 0.43375 rem, and the font size it's gonna be 0.7 rem. Okay, our transition work, and let's get rid of the outline. So we're gonna say input outline none. Let's save, let's check. Does it work? Working good. Okay, let's continue. Let's style the button. We're gonna do down here and button. We're gonna create a variable const, and we're gonna name it button and style it dot button. And color is gonna be white. Background, oh my god, background, let's do RGBA 229990, border, I'll do none. Outline gonna be none as well. Padding, let's do 0.8 rem and 1.3 rem. Border radius 0.125 rem. Font size 1 rem. Text align, let's do center. Box shadow Let's do 1 pixel, 0 RGBA, and it's gonna be black, 0.45. Transition, opacity, 0.2 seconds, and is in cursor. I'm gonna use pointer, and text decoration, I'm gonna be none. Let's do margin on the top and bottom 1 rem, and right and left 0. First let's extend the A. Let's type button. Okay. Alright, our button ready. So let's continue, guys. Next we're gonna do our remember me checkbox and text the help me. Okay, let's continue. And after our button div input container, let's create label, and we're gonna use HTML4, and we're gonna give it the class name. I'm gonna name it checkbox container. Oops. Container. Alright, so and inside our label, let's type remember me, and let's create me. Okay, and down here let's create input. The type is gonna be checkbox, and for now we're gonna say it's gonna be checked. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's continue. And down here, after input, we're gonna create span for our check mark, So we, of course, let's give a class name. We're gonna name it check mark. And after label, let's add the link and the text. Need help. Of course, right away, let's give the path. We're gonna give to the main page, and class name. Class name wanna be need help. Alright, so let's save. Let's check. Okay, let's import the link. So import the from React router DOM. We need the link. Okay, let's save. Let's check. Alright, so now let's style it, guys. Let's do this. Down here, we're gonna comment it. Check box. It's gonna be check box container, margin left. It's gonna be 0.75 rem. Padding left 1.875 RAM, and position gonna be relative, font size 0.9 RAM, cursor pointer, alright, let's see. Okay, down here let's do check mark, check box container input. We're gonna say display and none. Alright, and down here again checkbox container. We're gonna use check mark class display inline block, and background, let's say 45 width, gonna 1.1 RAM, height, let's do the same 1.1 RAM, and left, let's do 0, and on the top as well, and border radius is 0.1 RAM. Position, that's gonna be absolute. All right, let's see now what we got. All right, we can see our check mark. We're gonna create our check mark. Continue. So then checkbox container, it's input. We're gonna say check it, and plus and check mark. I'm gonna put the element after, and we're gonna say content empty. Position gonna be absolute. Height 0.25 RAM, width 0.625 RAM. Let's do border left, 2 pixels, that's gonna be solid, and the color gonna be black. Border bottom gonna be 2 pixels, and same solid and black. Let's do top 25%, and on the left and 21%. And let's see. Okay, let's rotate, transform. We're gonna say rotate minus 45 degree. Okay, all right. It's not clickable yet because we need to use the JavaScript. Okay, so let's continue. Let's style our need help. Now here we're gonna use the class need help, and text decoration, it's gonna be none. Color, I'm gonna use 82. Margin left, we're gonna say 6.6 RAM. Font size 0.9 RAM. Let's save. All right. Okay. Yeah, remember me. I'm gonna change the color too. Let's add the color in here. So the color, that's gonna be 999. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so let's continue. We need to create our Facebook, login with Facebook, and if new to Netflix, it's gonna be this link. All right. Okay, let's do. Let's go up here, and below the link, we're gonna create the div with the class name bottom form, and inside let's create image. It's gonna be, let's name it FB logo. Now let's import it. Import, name it FB logo from, and where it is, let's see what it is. It's in images, fb logo.png. It's two levels up, and in the images, and it's name it fb-logo.png. Alright, so instead the path on our image, in here we add the FB logo. So here's let's do Facebook. Alright, so let's save, let's see where's our image. It's right here. Okay, let's continue. Next we're gonna add the link which asks login with the Facebook. So we're gonna create the link. So let's do the path. Let's give a class name, which gonna be login FB text. Alright, and inside we ask login with Facebook. Alright, let's save, let's see. Alright, so let's style it. And down here, let's come to the bottom form. Alright, and the class bottom form, and the image, let's give a width 1.5625 frame, and margin on the top 0.625 frame, on the right 0.625, the same, and on the bottom minus 0.4375 frame, and on the left 0. Alright, let's see for now. Okay, let's continue. Let's style our text. So the class login FB text, color 82, font size 0.9 rem. Okay, and let's see here. So what we need to do else. Let's say bottom form position absolute, and bottom on a 0, and margin bottom, let's do 4M. Alright. Okay, so next we're gonna create the new to Netflix, then sign up. Alright, so let's do it. Let's go up here. Let's create this pan over here. The text is gonna be new to Netflix, and then it's gonna be the link in here. So link, let's do right away path to, and the class name gonna be sign up text, and sign up now. Alright, for this pan, let's create a custom style. I'm gonna say color, gonna be 999. Alright, let's save, let's see. Okay, let's continue. Let's style it. Down here, let's say sign up text. We wanna font size 1.1 rem, and color are gonna be white, and let's do an hover text, and decoration, it's gonna be underline. Yeah, save, let's see. Let's do right here, after login Facebook, let's add the break lines, couple break lines. Alright, okay, and let's move a little bit. Let's do easy way. We're gonna say in here and n and bsp. We're gonna make a space a little bit. Alright, now let's guys validate our form. When we click sign in, fill the forms, and our form gonna be like in original, so it's show the in the line on the bottom in input. Alright, so let's do it. Let's go to our code editor. So first let's guys create this state. We're gonna create the variable first. It's gonna be, I'm gonna name it init state. It's gonna be object, and first for the email, I'm gonna create empty string. For the password, I'm gonna do same. Now let's create the email error, the empty too, and the password. Okay, and let's add the state here. Go init state. Okay, first let's grab the value. So from our inputs. Okay, let's do that down here. First, let's create handle email change. I'm gonna name the function handle email change, one parameter e, and I'm gonna change the value by the this set state always. Okay, it's gonna be object. I'm gonna say email, gonna be e.target.value. Save. Okay, let's do the same for the our password input. We're just gonna copy this. We're gonna name it password change, and in here we're gonna change password. And in inputs, first in our, let me adjust a little bit, guys. Okay, in here we're gonna add unchange, and we want to unchange, gonna say this dot handle email change. Let me copy and do the same for the password. Just and the password I'm gonna add, gonna change in here the password. Let's save. So let's go back to our browser. Let's open DevTools in components. Here's our login form. So let's change the state, blah blah blah. We see email changed and the password. Yeah, so we grab our state, but we're not gonna do, guys, any backhands, of course. Just show you how to capture the state, the value of inputs. Okay, so now let's validate when we click, when the form inputs empty. So we're gonna show the, if somebody try to submit, we're gonna show the error message. All right, let's do. So we're gonna create the validate. Here, let's validate here and date and b function. Let's create variable. It's gonna be let. It's gonna be input error. We're gonna say the false. Okay, and let's create the variable. I'm gonna name it errors. Gonna be object where we're gonna contain our email error. It's gonna be empty string and the password. Alright, next we're gonna check if not this dot state dot email, and then we're gonna say input error. It's gonna be equal to true, and errors dot email error, we're gonna add the string to this. So please enter a valid mail. All right, the regular expression. Okay, to validate if if not add some add or dots. It's if it's wrong email address or type. So we're gonna give the error. We're gonna check. So for this, we're gonna create a variable const. We're gonna name it regexp. It's gonna be regexp, and I'm gonna use this string. I will provide below the video string, so you're not gonna spend your time to looking for this string. All right. So okay, and we add in here. All right. Now we're gonna check if it's correct email address. Else, if not this dot state dot email, we're gonna say not match to the regular expression. All right, then we want to do next input error. That's gonna be true, and error email error count to be, and we're gonna add the span in here. I'm gonna say your mail address must be valid. And let's add custom style. I'm gonna say the color. I'm gonna add red. Alright. And now let's check if password not less than 4 characters. Alright. I'm gonna say if this dot state password and that length less than 4 characters. Then we wanna add input error. It's gonna be true. Errors dot password error gonna be the string. Say your password. Must contain. That's gonna be between say 4 and 60 characters. Alright, so pretty much done, and of course we're gonna say this dot set state object. We're gonna add all the errors, and we're gonna return input error. All right. Okay. One more. Let's do on submit then. So we're gonna clear the form after submit, and check if not error and submit. I'm gonna make function, and we're gonna do prevent default, of course. And let's create the variable. I'm gonna name it error. This dot validate, and let's check if it's gonna be not the error. I will say it's like this dot set state init state. All right. Okay. And where's our button? Right here. Let's create on click. It's gonna be function, so I'm gonna say this that on submit, give it the parameter e. Let's save. Okay, it's not showing yet because we need to add the span after label for email. I'm gonna say span, and we're gonna add in here this state. It's gonna be email error, so we're gonna say mail error. Okay, so let's do the same for the password. It's gonna be done here after password label. Let's see if it's work. Yep. So if it's empty, it shows the error. Let's change the color, let's style, and we want to show the like an original the line on the bottom. Okay, let's do it. Let's add this here, the style, custom style. I'm gonna say the color db7302. Okay, let's add the same for our email. Error. Save. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's create the stuff for input. We're gonna do down here. First, we need to create the error input. Let's do where's the our inputs right here. We're gonna name it input error. Okay, and the border is gonna be 1 pixel, and solid it's gonna be the same. It's gonna db7302. All right, and let's change our class name by the state. All right, it's in here. So let's delete this, and we're gonna check if this that state that email error, then we're gonna add the input error class and input empty. All right, if it's not error, then we just add input empty. Now let's save. Let's do the same for our password. Instead the hard-coded class, we're gonna add our condition method. Okay, so let's see, guys. Yep. Okay, if we're gonna add more than 4, it's this up. It's okay. Still, and of course we made the mistake in here. Here's go password, and let's guys add the value for the password. This dot state and that password. Let's do same for the email. So value this dot state dot email. Let's save. Now let's check, should be work. Okay, here's the like if we type right password, disappeared. If we type wrong type of email, here's another warning. If we're gonna type blah 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 gmail.com and sign in, disappeared. Okay, our form is working good. Last thing, let's make a stateful, we're gonna change by the state, because now it's hard working. If we gonna check our console, you see here is the warning, because we're provided a check proper form without an unchange handler. So let's fix it, guys. Let's go to our editor, and we're gonna create the checkbox down here. First, let's add the state. Check it. we're gonna add true. Oops. Okay. And down here, let's create the handle for our checkbox. Checkbox, right? And handler, we're gonna name it checkbox. It's gonna be the function. Let's give the parameter e, and of course we're gonna change the state by the this dot set state. Gonna be object, so the check it gonna be e dot target dot check it. Okay, let's save. Now let's go to our checkbox. We're gonna delete this hardcode check it, and we're gonna say then default check it gonna equal to, and here's we're gonna say this that state that check it, and on click we're gonna do the event handler and change. On change we're gonna say this that handle checkbox. Let's save. Let's see. Okay, it's working. If we go to our state and we're gonna change to false, for example, so it's gonna be empty, you know. So let's create by default. It's gonna be true. I'm gonna show it. Alright, let's see the error. So error disappeared. We're gonna clean these warnings. It's a little bit later because we have some duplicate keys. We're gonna clean it, guys. Alright, so now let's create our footer. Go to our footer in here. So let's select and copy everything, and we're gonna adjust. So we're gonna create new component. We're gonna name it login footer not.js, and let's paste in here. Let's save, and let's go to our login. Let's go to our login element where we render everything. Where is it? In the pages. Login in here, and let's import. Let's copy this, and here's instead the full form. It's gonna be footer, and same in here. Oops, footer. Okay, and let's add in here footer. Let's save. Let's see. Let's go to login form page. Okay, so now guys, let's let's go back to editor. Let's close the login. We don't need form. We don't need either. So now here we're gonna change some text. Let's see the text. Okay, actually what we have, yeah, we have the questions call, phone number. Now let's let's just copy this text to save our time. Let's add in here. It's gonna be one alias element. We're gonna delete these guys. Now let's see this time of use. Let's copy, let's paste, and it's gonna be one as well, ally. And the last one, privacy statement. Let's copy. Okay, privacy statement in here. Let's delete the rest of these guys. Let's save. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna delete this UL because we don't need it anymore. Like this. Let's save. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna adjust these guys. And let's go to our footer container, and we're gonna add the justify content. We're gonna say center background. We're gonna add, instead of main dim dark, we're gonna add it's 0.8, and padding top we're gonna add 3 rem, and padding bottom we're gonna add 6 rem. Let's add margin on the top. Oops, on the top I'm gonna say 6 rem, and let's leave the color for now. As the position, it's gonna be relative, and z index, it's gonna be 5. Alright, so let's check what we got for now. Oh, no. It's, guys, not to war, but RGBA. It's gonna be RGBA background. Alright. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do, let's go back, and in the footer columns, we're gonna change, instead of 70%, we're gonna add 80%, and let's add the and color 999. Let's rid of overflow. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're gonna adjust in here. Okay, let's add the margin left 10%. That's great. Let's rid of this guy for now. Okay, so we need to change the color, because on the original we see the difference. This color is a gray. Alright, let's do it. Okay, for now guys, let's work on A. Color the same, and font size, let's do 0.9 rem. Let's save. Let's do for the paragraph text decoration, underline, and gonna be a cursor, pointer. Let's save. And where's our, okay, UL align. Okay, let me see. Okay, and yeah, let's cut this div. Let's put in here. Right, no error, because yep. Okay, now let's work on our button. And the button we got in here, it's gonna be 10%. Let's save. Let's see. Okay, let's add in here 10. Gonna change in here margin left 10%. Let's do, guys, margin top 2 rem, and that's it. Let me see now. Okay, I'm gonna change the color of the button because here we got the gray, and let's do it. Let's add just color, and it's gonna be, let's do 999. Okay, save. Let's see. All right, so what else? And let's change the color of questions. Let's do it up here where our questions color. We're gonna do oops, 999. Let's save. Let's see. All right, of course we need the, okay, let's save. Let's see. Good. Let's add some spacing in here. That's BSP. Let's save. All right, and very good. So Canada they don't have. I don't know. We can delete this guy, the Canada. All right. So let's save. Let's see. All right. Looks same almost. You can guys just play with the CSS. It's not the point and goal of this video to play exactly the CSS. So in the last step, we're gonna make this page mobile friendly, like in original. Okay. First, let's work with a form. All right. Let's go back to code editor. Let's open login form, and now we need to. Okay, we have the generate media. We need to import it. Now we need to add it down here. Let's comment it, media, and let's create a variable. Const is gonna be custom media, and generate media, and it's gonna be object, and we're gonna say the type of screen, tablet, and we wanna 640 pixels. All right, and for the form container, I'm gonna add custom media less than, and the screen tablet, 2 big ticks, and we need the padding. That's gonna be 0.6 rem, and height gonna be 35 rem. All right, and let's down for the need help. Actually, let's guys copy to save our time. So need help, I'm gonna say margin left, that's gonna be 13 rem, and that's it. Let's see if we go less than 640. All right. Oh, it's not okay. Okay, custom is not defined. Okay, the wrong spelling, guys. I apologize. Here's a custom. And here. All right, let's work on the login. Okay, let's go to login. Let's copy this line of code. Let's put down here, and let's copy the media block. Let's put above the logo, and let's add one more. It's gonna be large tablet. It's gonna be 740 pixels size. Let's add for the logo. Let me copy the block of code, put down here, and we're gonna do top. It's gonna be 45%, and the left, let's add 23%. Okay, let's save. Let's see. Okay. Alright, our logo adjusts up here. Let's see how it's work. Yep. And let's go back to login form. Let's copy this plug. Let's add it here, and we're gonna save for our form container. We want to the border button. It's gonna be 0.9 RAM. Not RAM. It's let's do this pixels. And it's gonna be solid, and the color is gonna be 999. Alright, let's check. We got this line up here. Let's work forward, and now let's get rid of the background image. Alright, so to do this, let's open our login, and we need to change the background of this container. So we go to main CSS, and we need to look for the login page and main login container. And here let's copy this class, and first let's do add media when the size of screen max width it's gonna be, let's do 640 pixels. Then we want to implement for this class, we're gonna say the background, let's do just black. Alright, let's see. Okay, alright, so we guys finish our login sign-in page. Alright, so see you in the next video, and sorry guys for the delay. I was kind of busy, so I hope it's not gonna happen again. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to see the next videos, to receive the good content, and we're gonna have the nice projects. And if you guys like this video, please hit the like button to support my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.